Hey folks, this is Vincent Natalie with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to check out Exoworld Survival. This is a game for 1 to 5 players. It's for ages 14 and up, and the average play time is about 60 to 90 minutes. It's worth mentioning that this is our first time playing this game, so we might get a rule wrong or two, but as I always say, we're here to spread awareness, have some fun, and show off some really cool games. She shakes her head every time I do that.
Is that going to get longer every video?
Yes, every video I'm going to extend the time, I say anyway. Box insert, real quick. The game comes with a number of scenarios. This is scenario based, and the difficulty is written right on these scenarios here. There's even like this expansion baggie here that includes other cards and even more scenarios. It's called the... Is it Trappist or something like that? Anyway, yeah, so the cards that relate to that expansion has a little T here. I've kind of just included everything in here. So all of this is the expansion stuff, which does come with the game, which is kind of cool. And these are the other player tokens that we're not currently using, and these are the other scenarios. We are starting with the very first scenario, which is over here to the left that you can't see. And we'll bring it to this side. So it's Proxima Centauri B. And this is just some like information. This is the story so far. And these are the rules associated with this particular scenario. None of this will mean anything to you right now, but there are special rules for setup. This is the initial production levels and supplies and the ambient conditions of the planet that we're on. And when certain scenario cards come up, whether they be normal or critical, different things will happen to us. So if I had to best describe this game, I would have to say that it's a cross between like Forbidden Island and a space survival game, like say Surviving Mars, which is a PC game. If you know how to play Forbidden Island, then you're 75% of the way there to learning this game, because there's a lot of similarities between the two games. Here's a quick look at the rulebook before I forget to mention it. The gameplay loop is extremely simple. This is the loop here. You're going to take 4 actions and then draw a bad event card, and then you're going to update the resource supply. So like in Forbidden Island, you play your 4 actions, then the game does something bad to you, and then if there's anything else to do, you do it then. But typically, that's how you play Forbidden Island, and that's how you play this game. There is a resource tracker over here, and this will be set up differently depending on the information displayed for this scenario. So we start off with -2 red production, -2 blue, -2 green, and 0 energy. So these larger discs here indicate how much we will earn per turn. So here's a quick close-up of that. It's kind of hard to see because the colors the discs kind of blend in with their colors here, but we're at -2 red, -2 blue, -2 green, and 0 energy. Okay, and these are the symbols on the very top. Over here to the right is how much we actually have of that thing. So we're earning -2 red per turn, but we start the game with 15, and that's per the scenario card. When this gets to 0 and we have to lose even more, that's when we start losing this like emergency supplies. And if this purple cube ever reaches the skull, we automatically lose. So we're trying to keep any one resource from falling to 0 and falling past it. And if it does, we lose emergency stuff. As far as winning, what you're trying to do is get all of your resources to an income of 0. That way it's a self-sustaining colony at that point. It doesn't matter if you have leaks going on in your base at that point in time or anything else is going on. As soon as you immediately get these 4 resource income trackers to 0, then you just win. Mm-hmm. So we're going to try, at least for this particular scenario, get these 3 up to 0 in order to win the game. Now, again, we've never played it, so we don't know how easy that's going to be. But you also start the game with these cards. Kind of like in Forbidden Island, we're going to be having a hand of cards, and we're going to be either using them as a resource to play other cards, or we're going to try and play them to the table. We start the game with this home base right here. And that's what this is. This is like the center. home base, and we're going to be building cards off of it. So like in Forbidden Island, you're going to be, I guess, like trying to prevent tiles from disappearing. In this game, you're just going to be constructing new tiles. So you're going to be, well, not tiles, but cards. So we're going to be building cards off of the home base and building off of it orthogonally. As far as how to do that, each card on the left-hand side here has a resource cost. So you can play a card rather than playing it as a room, you can, or a building, you can just use it as the resource in the upper left toward the card that you're trying to play. So if I wanted to play this card out here somewhere onto the table, I would have to discard a red card and a yellow card. So I have one yellow here already, but I would need another red card in order to play that. And whenever you play a card, typically you get to adjust your resource trackers, and that's what these are here. So if I were to play the hydrogen fuel cell to the table, I would have to adjust the resource by -1 on the red track, but the water goes up by 1 and the power goes up by 1. So you'll be adjusting this income over here per the buildings that you're constructing. And as an action, you can even turn these things off to readjust numbers as you need to. So yeah, that's typically what you're going to be doing, is trying to expand the space to get these income markers to 0. You start the game with 2 cards, and you also start with a special character, like in Forbidden Island as well. I am the mechanical technician. I can move, with a move action, I can move 3 spaces per move action, and I can hold a hand of 5 cards. And per my action, when moving into a module, you may immediately do the repair or shutdown action for free. Normally repairing a module, it takes an action, but my guy can do it for free. I can also shut down modules for free. The laborer, which is Idalee here, she can move 2 spaces per move action, have a hand of 4 cards, and her ability is, once per turn, you may do the produce supplies action for free. Produce supplies is pick a resource and move it up by 1. Typically that would cost an action, but this allows you to do that for free. So she'll be resupplying us for free, which is kind of nice. Speaking of actions that we can do on our turn, here's a quick look at that. We can move per the move spaces on our card. Again, our card will tell us how many spaces we can move per this little foot icon. I can move 3 and she can move 2. So every time I take a move action, I can move 3 spaces, and that's orthogonal. Produce supplies, increase by 1 the supply of the resource, so based on where you are. So if this yellow card were here and I were here, I could produce a yellow because I'm on the yellow card, and that would go up by 1. But she gets to do that for free based on where she is. So I can produce supplies, shut down a module in case I don't want to utilize the numbers, the resources here. I can shut it down and readjust this as necessary. Repair, on occasion, leaks will come on. There are some leak tokens off to the left. There's like a power leak, for example, and basically a leak of every one of these different resources. That will force you to lose these supplies even faster until someone comes to repair them. So that's what this repair action does. And then moving on to the other actions, you can draw a card either from the deck here or from the face-up supply. The setup will tell you how many you can have face-up. Face-up cards are always available. So this particular scenario, 2 face-up cards. There's also 4 of these special cards. They are wild. They're called protocol cards. They can either be used for their special action, or they can be used as a wild to building another card. And we haven't seen them yet, but they're in this deck. Okay, so they're shuffled in. There are some others that are off to the side. You're only going to use 4 of those wild special cards for this game. There are some ambient conditions. On occasion, a card might have like increase water by radiation amount. And if this says 1, then that means you would increase that by 1. If another card says, increase water by carbon dioxide, and you'd have to come here and go, okay, carbon dioxide is 1, so water would go up by 1 if I construct this card. So different ambient conditions may affect the values that are on these buildable cards over here. Getting back to the actions, you can recycle revealed cards, so you can like get rid of the cards in the supply and draw new ones. You can transfer a card to another player at your location, or receive a card from that player, or you can deploy a module by paying its cost. So those are the different actions, and again, we get 4 actions, then the event cards come out. The event cards are seeded so that in a set of 5 cards, there's 1 critical card in here. They're all bad, I believe. But there's a red critical card every 5 cards or so. They're all kind of shuffled in. So once you create this deck, you don't reshuffle it. It's sort of seeded a special way. Here's a quick look at some of the other critical red cards that we will not be seeing in this game. It looks like they took that off of Star Trek, possibly. I'm just saying. Because that's anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Rapid decompression. These are just, some will say critical scenario event. And again, you have to refer to the critical scenario event in order to see what happens if that card comes up. But these are all the bad cards that we're not going to be using in this particular game. These are some of the other characters that we are not using. There's the architect, there's a civil engineer, there's a commander, crew coordinator, programmer, risk expert, prevention expert rather. And then these are some of those wild protocol cards I was talking about. 4 are in the deck for this scenario, but these are the other 2 that didn't make it in. As you can see, they can be used as a wild because this icon in the upper left is multicolor, or you can use it play anytime, not an action. So again, like in Forbidden Island, those special cards that you sometimes draw can be played anytime. That's what these do. So like I said, I'm going to be referring to Forbidden Island a lot here because there's a lot of similarities between the 2 games. It's just this one has a resource tracker and we're building a base as opposed to saving an island. Okay, so with that being said, I guess, would you like me to go first just to sort of kick things off, or what do you want to do?
Can I go first?
If you'd like to go first, sure. So you have 4 actions.
Okay. I want to grab from that thing.
Okay, so what do you want, the green or yellow?
The yellow.
All right.
And for my second action, I want to deploy a module.
Okay, sounds good to me.
And I'd like to do this.
So you're going to discard a yellow and blue.
Yes.
To play a yellow and blue. Okay, that makes sense. So where would you like to put that? Now you have to be orthogonal to the space that you're trying to build onto.
Yeah.
These go into a discard pile, which I'll just put up there.
Right now it doesn't matter, so I'll just put it there.
Okay, so now we adjust the resources on this card, the income track. So we're going to gain +1 red and +1 green and -1 blue. So this is going to go up by 1. This is going to go up by 1. This is going to go down by 1. And this is going to go down by 1. So we're at -3 water, so we're going to do something about that at some point. And then you have third action. Yep.
I'm going to move up to 1 space.
Okay.
Or 1 space up to 2 spaces as per my card.
Yep.
And then my free action I'd like to produce.
Okay, so this goes up by 1, the food, because you're on the food there.
And for my 4th action I'd like to produce again. Can I do that?
It says once per turn. This is a turn. Your 4 actions is a turn. You can't keep doing that over and over and over again. Once per turn. So after these 4 actions and your turn ends and I take my turn, it comes back to you, then you can take that. You can do
this
that.
ability?
Yes, that ability is once per turn. You can't do it multiple times.
Oh.
This whole thing that you're doing now is a single turn.
I see. So the produce is free, but I can do another action.
Yeah, you have.
I'll draw a card then.
All right. So which one do you want, green or red, or do you want to draw blind?
Let's go blind. Let's go crazy.
All right. There you go. So that was 4 actions. And if you ever want to keep track of that, the game comes with these tokens that you can flip over to remind yourself how many actions you have left over.
That's actually helpful.
Okay. If you want to keep them out, sure.
Yeah.
I'll put them down here and you can use them as you see fit.
Yes.
All right. So now we're going to draw a card from the nasty deck.
So it's each person.
Yes, just like in Forbidden Island, you draw bad cards after every person's 4 actions.
I don't remember Forbidden Island.
We literally just played it last week or 2 with your mom. Okay.
I don't.
All right. Influenza. You've shown symptoms of influenza, although it's nothing serious. You'll have to avoid contact with the rest of the crew. Health issue. Health issues are permanent effects that stick around until you do something about them. Keep this card next to your character until you have 3 blue cards in hand. while you have it, you cannot give or receive cards from other players. So this is going to stick with you until you have 3 blue. Now, here's the thing. You do not have to give those 3 blue cards up. You simply show that you have the blue cards in your hand, and then it goes away.
Okay,
You get to keep the blue cards. All right? And now we adjust the income. So we have -1, so red is going to go down by 1. Blue is at -3, so this goes down to 12. Green is -1 here, and yellow is -1.
Ooh,
there.
did I really do that? My bad.
Yeah, well, we brought red. Well, actually, no, you helped red and green out
I guess.
because they were both here. So we saved red and green a bit, but blue is down to -3. So we really need to start producing some water, I think. But that is an entire turn.
Okay.
And now I'm going to take my 4 actions, draw a bad card. Let's go ahead and see what I've got. Okay. I kind of want to build this one because it produces water, hydrogen fuel cell. So I need another red card. I'm going to go ahead and for my first action, draw this oxygen generator. And that's just 1 action because I'm going to lose track because I'm old. And I'm going to discard these 2 red in order to build the hydrogen fuel cell.
Okay.
And I'm going to put that up there and discard these 2 cards.
Okay.
And that's going to adjust red down by 1, bring blue up by 1, and power up by 1.
Nice.
Okay. And
now you're in your third action.
yeah, third action, I need to draw some cards. So preferably things that give us water. Now here's an example of what I was talking about earlier, where this might say CO2 plus CO2 red. If we look at the scenario, that value is considered 1. So if we were to build this card, red would go up by 1 and energy would go down by 1 if we were to build this. That's just an example of one. I don't know if I like that. That food is +2. We really need to build water cards at this point. For my third action, I'm going to pick this up. And for my fourth action, I kind of need a green one. I kind of like this one because it builds an extra green and a red. Yeah, let's... I'll take that one as well for my fourth action. I like green. Okay, so that was my 4 actions, right?
Okay.
Okay, so now the event happens. I'm going to draw a bad card here. And this says check generators. The control panel is showing a decrease in the power of the generators. We need to check them to find the cause. If there are any yellow modules installed and working, place an energy leak token on one of your choice. So this means that we will be losing an extra energy until we come here and fix this.
Okay.
Okay, but I can do that for free on my next turn, whenever that happens to be. Okay, so that's just going to go into a discard pile for now. Now we adjust the resources. Where red is -2, 1, 2. Blue is -2, 1, 2. Green is -1, and energy stays where it is. And that is that.
So when you shut down a module, how does that affect the game?
Then you will reset. So let's say I shut this one down. Red would go down by 1 and green would go down by 1.
I see.
And blue would go up by 1 and yellow would go up by 1 because you're reversing the income on a shutdown module.
I see. Okay. All right.
So you have 4 actions.
I'm going to... I might as well... let's draw a card.
Which one? Red or
Blind.
blind? Now, these cards can be face up. You can share knowledge.
Okay.
But, for ease of play, I'm just holding them for now.
Okay.
You got a wild, I think. I just saw.
Yeah, I'm going to actually play it. It does not count as an action.
Play this card to increase the supply of any basic resource by 3. So you could totally do that. So you're going to play this as anytime action.
Yeah.
And you want to increase water?
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so it's not that one. It's not
Correct.
the income. It's this one.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
This is the supply, and this is the income.
Okay.
But that'll give us some extra leeway because blue was looking pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay.
And once again, you can produce for free depending on where you are.
Yeah.
But do you want to see where you end up first?
Yeah, actually. And I cannot move with, like, in a room to you until I have blue cards.
You can move on to a room, but you just can't trade cards with me.
Oh, that's what it says?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You just can't trade cards with me.
Oh, I see.
Until your influenza.
Maybe I should have kept that because that counted as a blue card. It counted towards this.
All right, yes, it does. So why don't we'll reverse that. 1, 2, 3. Keep that until you get rid of your influenza, and then you can spend it on whatever. We're not that hard up right now for...
Okay,
so you're
for
at
my second action...
Yep. Do you want to draw another card?
I am going to draw another card. I'm blind.
Blind. Okay, fun stuff. Your hand limit is 4.
Did you draw a card like this at all?
No.
No? Okay. Okay.
Can you build anything?
I could, but I would have to use my wild.
Ooh. How about, well, again, you can show us what you have. This is a friendly, shareable information.
So I have a yellow and any color and a blue that costs 2 yellows.
Okay. Well, you can play this to remove your influenza if you really want.
But I have to be in the same module as you.
No. I don't have influenza, you do. Play this card to remove a health issue from you or any other player in the same module. If you were going to heal me, we'd have to be together, but you can play this immediately just to heal yourself.
Okay.
But you can also use this card for a yellow symbol if you want to build this reactor over here.
Yeah.
So I'd say, I mean, this water seems to be more important.
I say income is probably more important than
right.
a flat supply. So my third action would be to...
Did we forget to bring this down? Oh, yellow was 0, but we forgot to bring it down by 1 because of the leak. I forgot about that.
Oh, okay. That's in every person's turn, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I forgot about the leak.
That's all right. I'm going to, for my third action, I will build this.
Okay. So you're going to spend 2 yellow.
Yes.
To build this card. This is the Sabatier reactor. Okay, so where do you want to build this? Do you want to build it down here, up here?
Build it up.
Up here.
Yeah.
All right, so you need 2 yellow to do that. So you're going to spend this wild and this yellow.
Yep.
As your 2 yellow that you need.
Yeah, why not?
And income for blue is going to go up by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then for my fourth action, can I go up, move?
Yes, you can. Yep, you can do that,
and then my produce action for free.
Yes, you can do that, and then water goes up by 1.
Yeah.
Because you're on a water module.
Yes.
Okay. And what is your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So now a bad card comes out. All right. This is a normal scenario event. The planet has its temper. So now we have to read the normal one over here. We are currently facing the sun precisely during the perihelion, when we are closer to our star. This means we will have to withstand higher temperatures for a week or so. Reduce water by 2 and energy by 1.
Oh.
So water is going to go down by 2.
The income or the supply?
Supply. Oh. It's always a supply.
Okay.
And then energy by 1. Now the income phase. So now we're going to, this goes away. So now we have to look at these. Red is going to go down 2. Water goes down by 1. Green goes down. Food goes down by 1. Energy is 0, but there's a leak, so that goes down by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And it is my turn.
Yep.
All right. So I've got 2 green here. I think I need to fix that leak quickly.
And you have that action right?
For free. I just have to walk over there.
I see.
So I think I'll do that now. Just walk over here and fix this leak for free.
Okay.
Get rid of it. And I kind of want to build...
It says when you move, so did you use an action
Yeah,
to
I
move?
just used an action to move. Mm-hmm. I need more cards at this point. Although my hand limit is 5. Okay, so what do I need? I need another green. So I'll take that for my second action. Oof. Jeez.
It's a lot of green.
Yeah, it's a lot of green. And so that was my second action because I moved for my first, I drew for my second.
You should have taken the red to build this one.
Well, this one is red down and green up. Red would be at -3 at that point if I built this.
That's true.
So I don't know if that's really a good idea. I'm trying not to bring these down too much.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I could. This would bring red up by 1 and energy down by 1. That wouldn't be terrible. I think I'm going to take this card for my fourth action.
And that goes for the story-based
Or third action.
thing?
What do you mean story-based?
Like, didn't you said it had something to do with that?
This has CO2 on it.
Yeah.
So you look at this to see what number CO2 is. It's 1.
Okay.
So that means red is going to go up by 1 and energy is going to go down by 1.
Oh, I see.
This number is variable based on the conditions of the scenario that you're playing.
Okay.
And I think I will take that as my fourth card so I can play that on my next turn. We need to get more of those blue cards out here.
Yeah, really.
All right, so I've got 5 cards in my hand, which is my hand limit, so I can't do much of anything else. And a red alert. This is a critical thing. Air leakage. Warning, the control panel shows a dangerous drop in the base air pressure. We must detect where the air is leaking from. Place the oxygen token on 3 different modules of your choice. If there are not enough modules, don't place the remaining tokens. So this, I guess the red is oxygen.
Wow.
So 3 different modules.
Wow.
On my next turn, I'm going to have to sweep them all. But that's going to suck because, yeah. Okay, well, there's that. Fun. Okay, well, that was the nasty critical one.
All right.
And then I have to adjust income. Red goes down by 2. Blue goes down by 1.
Plus this.
Oh, yeah, 3 more. 1, 2, 3. That's not good. Green goes down by 1, and yellow stays where it is.
Oh, so it has to do with the color, not with the color that
Correct.
the room is in.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just
see.
because the red leak is in the yellow room, you only pay attention to the token.
Oh, I see. Ooh.
So red and blue are in a bad way right now.
Yes. Okay. What is that red card over there?
This one? Oxygen Candle. Play this card to perform 2 extra actions for free.
Okay.
That might be something good for you. I mean, you can take it for 1 action and play it to get,
To get another action.
Yeah.
Is that a module that you put down?
No, it's just an equipment.
Oh, I wonder why it has a red icon on the top left.
Because you can use it as currency to
that's
pay
right,
for
that's
something
right.
else.
Okay.
It says in the upper right, item,
I see. Okay.
not module. It says item.
Okay. I'm going to draw a card blind.
Blind. All right, so for 1 action, you get a blue.
Okay.
You need 2 yellow, though.
Yeah. That was my first action. My second action, I'm going to have to take something, so...
I'd say get some extra actions at this point. I can't draw any more cards. You might as well do what you can. Unless you start fixing things, but...
No, because you're the fixer, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going to lose 3 red.
Ooh.
We really need to,
Maybe I should fix stuff. All right. I will fix on the one that I'm on.
Okay, so that's action number 2.
Eesh. Stinks because I need cards, too, to build
Well, you can
something.
draw this and immediately play it to get an additional action back.
All right. Then I'll draw that. and
Okay, so
then
that's your third action.
Yeah.
You draw it, then you play it.
to get the action back.
You get 2 actions. 1, 2.
1, 2.
Yes.
Okay.
And then a new card comes out. It's a yellow one.
Okay. Good.
Water goes down by 1 and...
I will take the yellow as my second action.
Okay.
And a new card comes out. Please take it. What
It's
is
a
that
red.
one?
That red goes up by 1, yellow goes down by 1.
And it takes a green and yellow. Ooh. Okay. I'll do this. I'm going to grab the... That's hard. I'm going to grab the red.
You're going to grab the red.
Yeah, I have an idea.
Okay. And the next card is a green. Where are the blue cards at?
I know. The next one I'm going to do is...
Last action.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a free resource for blue?
I am. I'm going to do that, actually.
For blue. Okay, so 7 to 8. Mm-hmm.
My last action, I'm going to take the green one. I'm going to take...
Which one? The greenhouse or the insect farm?
The...
The greenhouse brings red up by 1. I kind of like that.
But it brings blue down as well.
That's true.
Ugh.
Red's in a worse shape than blue at the moment.
True.
But at the same time...
I'll just pick the second one then.
This one?
Yeah. It doesn't matter at that point.
Right.
And then...
There is another protocol one.
Okay.
So that was your 4th action.
Yep.
Okay, and we did your special thing.
Yep.
You have 3 blue cards or no?
I do not.
Okay. All right, so the event that comes out is if there are any blue modules installed and working, place a water leak token on one of your choice.
Oh,
so this goes here.
wow.
All right, and now we do the
Income
stuff. So red goes down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're down to 1.
What?
Yeah, I know. This seems kind of broken. I don't know if we're playing this right. I'm pretty sure we are, but dang.
I think drawing 1 card is really hurting us, like, whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And then blue goes down by 1, and then that 1 leak brings it down by 1.
Yep.
Green goes down by 1, and power stays where it is.
Okay.
We really need to, like...
Focus on the red.
Red and blue. Otherwise, this is going to drop,
Yeah.
like, big time.
So you're going to have to fix.
Yeah. So on my turn, I'm just going to go... I'm going to move 1, 2 here and fix all of these on my way over. Just
Okay.
all of them are gone. I get a free repair action every time I move.
Wow. So that means you used up 3 actions
No.
to move, or 2.
When moving into a module, you may instantly do the repair or shut down action for free.
You didn't move into this one. You just stayed there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, well, I guess, yeah, so repair for 1.
Okay.
Move for, was that water in there?
Yeah. Move for 2, but repair that for free. Right?
No, because then I'd have to stop, right? I don't know how that... it's a little weird. I wonder if I have to stop in order to repair.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll fix this for 1, okay? And then I'll move down here for 2 and just immediately repair that. That gets rid of the 2 reds. We still have this, but I'm fine with that. I'd rather fix the red ones.
It doesn't say that you have to stop. It just says when you move into a module.
Yeah, I know. You may instantly do the repair or shut down action for free. I imagine, like, under the spirit, it would be like you have to stop one, you have to complete 1 action before you start another one kind of thing. But so just to fix that, I did 1 action to repair this. I moved here for 2 actions, for action number 2, and repaired that immediately for free, instantly for free. So the reds are gone. For my 3rd action, I kind of want to skip the effect of the event card that was just revealed. Okay, so that's a reaction kind of thing. I have 5 cards. I think I'm going to play something that increases red.
Okay.
Because this is getting ridiculous.
It's dire.
So I'm going to play... that would bring power down by... That doesn't do anything. I don't have enough to play this one. It's just too much. So I think I'll do... it seems kind of silly, but I'll play... I need to bring red up, but... Okay. I'm not sure... I don't have... I need 2 green and 2 yellow, and I don't have 2 yellow. Crap. That one just increases... The wind turbine increases electricity by 1. I like that one, but okay. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to play the electrolyzer cell only to get a red card out here so we can start just producing on it. So I'm going to get rid of a green and a yellow, and I guess it'd be this one and the insect farm to play this card next to me. And that was my 3rd action. And this will adjust red up by carbon dioxide, which is 1. And yellow will go down by 1, which is I'm fine with because like we have plenty so far. And that was my 3rd action. 4th action, I feel like drawing this and then using it to get rid of the event that's about to come up.
Yeah.
Unless you need it for your blue. For whatever. Unless you need something for your blue.
No.
All right. I'll just grab Rapid Response and draw a new card. Okay. And that ends my turn. But now we've got to draw a bad card. We'll see what it is. Read the normal event described. So here's the thing. Let's see what it is. Water goes down by 2 and water goes down by 1. I'm fine with that. I don't think I need to use a reaction for that. I want to save it for the red ones that come up. Oh, cannot be used on critical events.
Oh, okay.
Well, all right then. Maybe I should use it now just to prevent water from going down by 2. What do you think?
Could you use something to? Could you use it to bring up red? Is there like a
no? This is just this is a reaction.
I know, but I meant like, could you use it as one of these? Like for yellow?
I could use it for this, and then that would bring up food and red. Like I could. Yeah. Do you want me to just hold on to it?
I don't know. It's up to you.
I'll hold on to it for now. So water goes down by 2. 1, 2, and electricity goes down by 1, and then the
water goes down by another one.
Oh, yeah. Well, now we're doing the income phase.
Oh, okay.
Income is like -1, -1, -1, -1. So we're down to 0, 3, that, and then the leaks kick in. So water goes down another 1.
Oh, my goodness.
So red is down to 0 right now. So we're out of oxygen. We're going to just suffocate in the darkness of space at this point.
Oh, my goodness.
But it is now your turn.
Okay, then. I cannot draw any more cards because I'm at my hand limit. But however, I will do this.
We need to get over here and get more oxygen.
Yes, what I'm going to do first is
You going to repair that water? Or no?
No.
Or do you want me to save it for me?
Yeah, save it for you because I got stuff to do.
All right, you have stuff to do.
I'm going to build a card, and I'm going to discard those.
So you're going to discard a green and a yellow.
To build this red.
Okay, and where would you like to put that?
Right next to me.
So oxygen goes up by 1, the red goes up by 1 per the carbon dioxide, which is 1. So that goes up by 1, and this goes down by 1.
Yeah. And then that was my first action to build. I'm going to use my move action to move to the left. There.
Okay.
Yep. And I will use
your
my
free
produce action.
That goes up by 1.
All right, my third action, I'm just going to draw a card. I'm going to draw the yellow card.
Okay. Yellow card?
Yes.
Hydrogen fuel thingy.
Yes.
There's another red one.
Oh, that was my third action, wasn't it? All right, my fourth action, let's see, what? Red and a yellow. Ooh. This is tough, dude.
Well, the problem is all of these, like we were down by -6, meaning -2, -2, -2, 0 is where we started. That was -6 to, we were trying to get that to 0. Right now we're at -1, -1, -2. So we've gotten 4, we've made progress. We're a third of the way there. This card gave us +1, and this card gave us +1, a net of +1, +1. These other cards just kept things status quo.
Yeah.
Is all they did.
Yeah.
We need to play more cards that
give us +1.
You have a net effect rather than an equalizing effect.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Okay. What I'll do is I'm going to use my last action to
Yes.
I'm going to draw the red card.
All right. Red card it is. There's a water one, but yeah, I feel like I need to save for this one here. All right, so an event comes out, and that is each player who shares the same space with another one must discard one card of their choice. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Because we're not on the same space. And now income. Red is at 0. Nothing happens. Blue is at -1, and the leak brings it down to 0.
Oh my goodness.
Green is at -1, and power is at -2. And that's it.
Jeez.
I know. I feel like we're not going to survive this.
Nah, we can do it, I think.
And this is the easiest one? You got to be kidding me. All right. In that case, I See, if I play this on my turn, that brings water down even more. So, like, I'm really hesitant to do that. I feel like I need to start... I feel like we need to start producing more.
Yep.
So I'm going to move here for 1. Repair this for free. Okay? Mm-hmm. And that's 1 action. Second action, I may produce, and that brings water up by 1. And that was my second action. Third action, I need a green card because I can use this as yellow. So I'll take that one. And for my fourth action, that would be nice.
What does that mean? Plus
1 yellow.
Oh, okay.
It's just plus 1 yellow, which is really good. I don't want to use that, though, as the card I need to I mean, I'd have to spend this to play my other card. I really don't want to do that. I'd rather build this one because... But the thing is, I have a lot of green in my hand now, so, like, I couldn't build it even if I wanted to. That sucks. The blue one is blue and green. That goes water up, and maybe I build the water recovery system and try and get water pushed up. That would bring water down even more, though. Ugh, that's awful. Yeah, I really don't know what to do at this point. I feel like the game is stacked against me. Okay. Do you have any cards to build this? Do you have red and yellow or no? Yeah, again, you can show me.
Sorry. I have this one that'll bring 2 up.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You want to do that one for sure. All right, and you need those other cards. You need to build it.
Actually, yeah, I would need that yellow to build it.
Oof. Okay.
It gives 2 instead of 1.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Red goes down by 1. Yeah, in that process though.
Yeah, no.
Unless you build this with those other 2.
I have a blue, and I would have to spend 2 good yellows.
I'll leave the yellows for you then, and then I'll draw. Oh, jeez. I guess I'll draw. Water would go up by 1.
You could recycle.
I could reset. That would be my last. I could just produce again and bring water up again, and just to see what comes up. But like, I feel like if you produce too much, then it's just gonna. Like we need to build faster than we're losing, and right now we're losing really fast.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I can build anything with these cards either. No, they're all crap.
I would say use the yellow if you need to.
I can't. The problem is I can't build it. Even if I picked it up, I don't have any red or yellow.
I meant for this one.
Well, the problem with this one is red goes up and green goes up by 2, but water goes down again. We'd have to produce a lot of water to keep it from tanking. I mean, I can do that.
I have the yellow, this one, but I would need a red.
Okay. Well, then I'll draw it to cycle you out. How about that? And another one.
What the heck is that? Oh,
play anytime. This is a wild. Play this to permanently increase the number of face-up cards in the array by 1. Wow. So 3 would be up here instead of 2.
That's pretty good.
But that was my turn.
Okay.
So the event comes out, and automatic shutdown. Place a red leak token. Shutdown on any working module adjacent to your pawn, canceling its effects. If there are no working modules to your pawn, dismiss it. So we have to put a shutdown module on. I'm here. So here, or here.
You're the white one.
Yeah,
so
we could put it on this one, but that would mean if I did that, then red would go down by 1.
Maybe put it on the one I'm on, right?
I could. Yeah, that means power goes up by 1 and red goes down by 1. Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll just do that. So we readjust the income based on that shutdown effect.
And to take it off, we just have to use an action to take it off?
Yes.
Okay.
So now the income, -1, -1, -1, -1, just all of these go down by 1.
Alrighty then. Okay.
Yeah, fun.
Fun stuff. Okay. My first action, I'm going to pick up that
This one?
Yes.
The wild?
Yes. And that was my first one.
Mm-hmm.
My second action, Repair or shut. Okay. I'm going to build something. I'm going to build this card. Okay. And I will build it up there.
Okay, so right here?
Yep.
So 2 red.
Yes, here's the 2 red.
Okay. And red goes down by 1. Water goes up by 1. And power goes up by 1.
Yes. Now, if the red can't go down anymore, what happens?
We start losing purple.
Ooh.
And when this goes to 0, we lose.
Okay, then. All right. I'm going to... That was my second action. I'm going to use my produce action for free and bring up the red.
I don't know if you can use it on a shutdown module. Let me see real quick if you can. It just says increase by 1 the supply of the resource corresponding to the module you're in. It doesn't say anything about
it shut down.
Yeah, it doesn't say that you can't. So I'll allow it.
It just says shutdown is just reverting its effects.
Yes, so you're going to gain a red here.
Okay.
Okay.
And
that's for free.
Yeah. My third action, I'm going to let's see. I'm almost tempted to just shut it down, but you can do it for free if you move into it. Now, here's the thing. Are you going to move into it? That's the whole problem.
I mean, do we need it active?
I mean, the red is so
really
dire.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use my third action to shut it down.
Okay, or to reactivate it.
Reactivate it.
So that goes up by 1, and power goes down by 1.
Okay, I'm gonna draw a card.
For your fourth action?
Yes.
Which one do you want?
I'm gonna have.
That one's not bad, but you need 2 red and 2 green to get it done.
Ugh. I'm gonna actually draw a blue one.
The blue one. Okay.
Just to try and get rid of this thing.
All right. So that was your fourth action.
Yes.
And now we draw a bad event card. Reduce the food supply by 3.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's not bad, I guess.
1, 2, 3. Still, like, this is getting really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, this is bad. Now the income.
Okay.
-1 down to 0.
Mm-hmm.
Blue stays where it is.
Okay.
Green goes down by 1, and power goes down by 1.
All right. I feel like it's gonna skyrocket once we get our engine going.
We'll see. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to move this down so the camera can see some of this stuff.
Yep.
Okay, and yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so my turn, I've got 4 actions. I really want to build this one to get our oxygen back up, but water would go down in the process, so it's kind of risky. But I need to get rid of these cards at the same time. Mm-hmm. Boy. Red.
Are you able to discard your cards in your hand?
You have to discard down, like your hand limit is 5. So whenever you draw over your hand limit, you have to,
Replace, right?
Yeah, you have to replace.
Okay, I see. Mine is only 4. That's why
It just says at the end of any player's turn. So, like, I could draw up a couple of cards, and so as long as I spend them, I don't have to draw down.
Oh, okay.
So I could do that. I could
is
take the red one and build, or I can do the blue one here. But we're at 0 for blue. Mm-hmm. I kind of want to get this one built.
I was going to take blue to get rid of this card so I can start passing you
Okay,
cards.
yeah, I'll take the red one for my first action. Now, the problem is, I'm here, right? Second action, I'll build up. So I'm going to build this cyanobacteria culture, which is 2 red and 2 green. So I'm going to use my wild and... Oh, crap, I don't have a red. Dang. Oh, no, 2 red. Oh, I have 2 red. And, oh, wait, I don't have enough for it. Dang. All right, let's see what this is. Crap.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I need another red card. Man, that sucks.
Those greens.
I know. Well, that's part of my problem. Well...
Can you...
I have no blue.
What is the 2 green and 2 yellow again?
2 green and 2 yellow is red up by 1, food up by 2, power down by 1, though. Like, power would come up here.
No, power's a yellow.
Yeah, green would come... Yeah, food goes up here. I need to draw another red card is what I need to do.
Yeah.
I already did 1 action. Second action... You need the blue. I feel like drawing green just to start cycling them out. So I'm going to just take it.
It's a good one, too.
Why is it a good one?
Because it's net. Doesn't have a net.
It does. -2 and +2.
Oh.
If I have to discard them, I'd rather be them.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I thought that was all one.
So, well, before I do that, I should probably produce some water while I'm here. Or, no, I need to produce red. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's going to suck. I'd hate to use an action just to cycle out that card. I mean, I'd rather build something.
Yeah, build something.
I don't know what to build. Solar panels would bring power up by 1, and that would be that. That would remove this culture card, though. I'd have to spend this to play it. Actually, I couldn't play this because I don't have another yellow card. Oh, no, I do. I have this wild here. Oh, this is awful. I need another red. Okay. I'll take it for just to cycle this out.
You could have draw blind to see what happens.
Yeah, fine.
Or recycle.
I'm just going to draw blind.
Oh.
It's a yellow. All right, so that's my second action.
Ouch.
This power is...
You could do the 2 green, 2 yellow now.
I could. Yeah, I'll do that. So this is going to go here, and 2 green and 2 yellow. 1, 2, and 1, 2. I'll keep my wild. And red goes up by 1. Power goes, or water goes down by 1. And green goes up by 2, and power goes down by 1. And for my third action, I'm going
This is your fourth one?
Oh, yeah, fourth action. I think I'm going to produce blue. Because while I'm here, I'm going to bring that up by 1.
Okay.
Because we're out, pretty much. Okay. So that was an awful turn. Okay, so I'm going to draw a bad card. It is a red one. Fire. Place together an oxygen, energy, and emergency token on an unoccupied module of your choice. If there are no unoccupied modules, place these on the home base. So that yellow and red.
You can do the skip event.
No, this is a critical one. I can't do it on critical.
Okay.
So I guess I'll put it over here because I intend to build over here when I can.
Okay.
So that's bad. That means that we're going to lose, because when income kicks in, 0 stays, but this leak causes that red to go down by 1. Blue is -1. That goes down to 0. Green is +1, the first time in this entire game. Yellow is -2, but we've got a yellow there. That goes down. And then this is a leak for emergency supplies. That goes down by 1. That's bad.
Why did the purple go down in the first place?
Because of this leak.
No, the first one.
Because we tried lowering red, and we couldn't lower red anymore. We didn't lower it here, but we have a red leak over here.
Oh.
That's -1, and we're at 0, so we had to bring it down by 1. But yeah, that's 4 actions, and income done.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, really.
Okay. All right, my first action is going to have to be to get the blue card, so I can get rid of this card here.
Okay.
Now, do you have any cards that require blue to build? No, it doesn't.
Not at this point.
Darn. New card comes out. Oh, man.
If at least one resource supply is depleted, you can play this card to skip the resource update phase 1 time. Meaning, we can skip the whole... That's actually good. Because with these 3 leaks not being addressed, you're going to need this.
All right,
you need to get that.
I'll take it.
Because we're going to die horribly if we don't.
Okay, I'll take it.
That was 2?
Yeah. I can't take any more cards and I can't build anything.
Can you do some sort of
I guess I could.
produce? You got to free produce. Do you want to free produce?
I'll free produce red.
Just trust me on this. We need this card.
All right.
Because these will kick in again.
Okay.
And if we keep one of these at 0, we can play that and we skip the entire resource crap part.
What I'll do is I'll move. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, I'll produce red. I'll produce red.
All right, so you're up to 1. That's a free produce from laborer.
Okay. Oh, that was.
It's a
the
free
one.
produce. Yeah, so you still have 2 actions.
Should
Should
I move and then produce for the blue?
You want to keep one of these at 0. It's up to you.
Oh yeah, because of this card.
So you can still draw more than your hand limit, but you have to discard down at the end of your turn.
Yeah. All right, I'll do blind then.
Play this card to move any number of spaces. Okay. So you're going to draw blind for your third action.
Yeah.
It's a green one. This is play this card to draw 2 cards from the player deck and or face up. So you can just draw extra cards.
Play on your turn, not an action. Play this card. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, for free?
Yeah, to draw 2 cards.
From the deck?
Yeah.
1, 2.
Oh, good. Okay. Ooh.
Can you actually play any of those though?
What's this one? How much?
That is 0.
Oh, okay.
That's a useless card, that moisture evaporator.
Yeah, okay.
Humidity is 0 on our planet.
So that wasn't an action. I can still take an action because that was...
You drew blindly, didn't you, though? You drew blindly.
Oh, I drew blindly for
to get the green
wild.
card, but you just used the green card for free.
For this, okay.
Right, but now you've got 6 cards, and you have to discard down unless you can play something.
I have one more
Right,
action.
right.
I'm thinking about drawing a card.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't really do anything else.
You can produce red again.
Yeah, but what's the point?
Just to bring it up to 2? I don't know.
No, I want to draw a card because I really want to build this. Like, really badly.
Okay. As long as you know what cards you can discard.
Yeah. I'll get rid of my useless cards.
So you get wow, another blue.
Man.
Holy crap.
That is stupid. Alright, so I can only keep 4 cards, right?
Yeah, at the end of your turn, though.
This is my end of my turn.
Well, it's not the end of your turn yet. The end of your turn happens when you're done with the event and you're done with the income part.
Oh.
So let's do the event.
Okay.
If there are any red modules installed and working, place an oxygen leak on one of them. So I guess it has to be a red one.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. It says if there are any red modules installed. So either here or here.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And now, because this is 0,
Yeah.
you can play this card.
Yes, which I'm going to do.
If at least one resource supply is depleted, you can play this card to skip the resource update phase 1 time. So we're going to play that to skip this and this income crap.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So now it's my turn. Well, you have to discard down.
I'm going to discard these 2.
All right. These 2 blue.
Useless.
Okay. Oh, boy. Well, first thing I'm going to do is... do I produce water once? I'm going to produce water once to bring this up to 1 for my first action. Second action, I'm going to move here and fix all of these for repair action.
Nice.
So that's 2. Third action.
Is it just 1?
When you repair, you remove all the tokens from it.
It just says 1 though. Remove a token.
Am I wrong about that? Maybe. Remove 1 leak token. Oh, I guess. Only 1 action. I guess so.
Ugh.
So I'm going to get rid of the purple one. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'll keep the purple one out of there because we need that the most.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're screwed.
Yeah. Well, we can play it out.
Okay.
I can't wait for your review of this game.
I'm not liking the balance is completely borked.
Yes.
In my opinion, like completely borked. This is supposed to be the easiest difficulty, and we're having this much trouble with it. Yeah. Like, there's not enough cards that give positive. They're all they keep the status quo, and that's not. Okay, so let's see.
Gotta have faith.
I could repair. I could move over here, repair that for free, but that's just kind of silly at that point.
We could trade cards to try it and help each other out. What's yours? 2 red.
You need 2 red and 2 green.
Which I don't have.
I'd have to take this one to help me build that. But water is. I feel like I'm just gonna.
I would need a yellow to bring up blue by 1.
Yeah, I'm just gonna repair twice.
Okay.
Get rid of these.
Okay.
Because reasons.
Yeah.
And that's my turn. And yeah. And then I'm going to draw a bad card. And it is, if there are any unoccupied modules, place an oxygen token on one of them, a leak token on one of your choice. I'm going to use that to skip that event.
Okay.
Because that's BS. Okay. Fun. And then the income part. Red goes down by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Water goes down by 1. Green goes up by 1. And water goes down by 2. Or electricity goes down by 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right, my turn. I got this. We got this.
Yeah.
I'm going to fix that thing for 1. Okay.
You want to do a free produce while you're...
I am going to do it.
Well, actually, you don't need to because that's going to stay 0. If you're going to produce, you'd want to do it on blue.
That's going to use up an action.
Yeah, it will. To move.
It's rough.
It's up to you. At this point, I'm just like, whatever.
I know.
I like the idea of this game, but...
Let's draw... I want to draw a card.
Which one?
A blind. Okay. What is this one? A 1?
That's a 1, yeah.
Ugh, yuck. All right, here's what I'll do. -2. Okay, so now power is really messed up. So... Oh, I would need a green for that. All right, my third action, I'm going to build this over here. And I'm just going to get rid of my 2 yellows, whatever. And the blue income goes up by 1.
Blue income goes up by 1. Okay.
Yes. And I'm going to use my free produce action to bring up the red by 1.
Okay.
No.
Oh yeah.
Supply.
My bad.
That's fine. And for my 4th action, I'm going to draw a card.
Okay. Which one?
Blind. Always blind. Okay. Okay. This isn't bad. I just need a green one to build.
Well, the problem with that is we need to get electricity up by 2 and we win. So all we need to do now is build cards that have electricity on them, but the problem is trying to find them.
Yeah, and I just got rid of them.
Good job.
To build the blue one.
Unless we... is there something that gives us food but consumes... like this one we could shut down.
Oh, I was just thinking that.
But that... yeah, we'd have to like do some fancy footwork there.
Right. Okay.
All right. Well, anyway. So you did your turn.
Yep.
And now we draw a bad card.
Yep.
And read the normal event described. Okay. So water, 2 water, and 1 electricity. So this goes down by 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
It's all right. We're almost there.
And income. That goes down by 2. Power, that goes up by 1, and this stays where it is.
Okay. We're almost there. We just need...
Yeah, we're almost there, you say.
Oh, okay. This is exciting now.
If you say so. Okay, so I feel like I need to get... we need to do something about power. I'm here. I feel like producing power to prevent us from dying.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to produce once to get this up to 1. We're still going to get a hit here, but it's only 1. I'm going to draw a card. There's a wind turbine there, blue, yellow.
Okay. And that would give us 1.
That would give us 1 power. Yeah.
We would need a blue, which I can give you, or you can pick it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna just draw. I'm gonna keep drawing. Well, the problem is if I pick that blue up, I still need another yellow anyway.
Yeah.
This is play this card to move any number of spaces,
Ooh.
requiring no actions to do so. I'm just gonna draw blind. at this point. Oh, if you at least one resource supply is depleted, you may play this card to skip the resource. That's good. That was a third one. That's to skip this income thing again if we need to. And then for my fourth action, do I just produce yellow again and keep us out of the bad?
Yeah, actually.
All right, I'm going to produce yellow again for my fourth action.
That's really good.
Just to sort of hold on as long as we can. Okay, so now the bad card comes out. The question is, what is it? Reduce the water supply by 5. Oh. Well, that kills us. We're dead.
Can you use this to skip it?
No, it's a critical event.
Oh, we're dead.
Yeah.
All right, pick another bad card.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done with this. I like the idea of it. Okay? I like the idea of this game, but I think the balance... I would need to sit down and rework the balance on this because it's not... I feel like out of all of the cards in the deck, like a lot of these cards are status quo cards. There's only a few that I've seen +1, +1 net. That's it. Like +1 net. Like
I noticed that almost all the yellow cards are all good. And that's why we started off with low yellow and everything else. Well, no, we started off with high yellow, right?
Yeah.
And the rest of the blue and green and red cards brought the yellow down, but all the yellow cards are actually pretty good, except for when it counts to red. So I think there's a strategy here that we just haven't found yet.
What is that strategy?
To play as many yellow cards as we can. I don't know.
Well, the problem with that is... In the critical, it says, reduce the food, also reduce energy by 1, +1 additional for each solar panel module installed and working.
Ew.
Which is one of the yellow cards. Yeah. So, like, here's the thing. I feel like this game is very luck-based.
Yeah.
Because you need to draw the right cards. You need to... And this is ever-dropping. Like, this is ever-dropping. So, like... I feel like 4 actions is not enough. If I were to balance this game to my standard, I would give everyone 6 actions per turn instead of 4.
I would increase the tableau. That one card that increases it by 1, or
what do you mean?
Like this, instead of 2, I would say 3. There's one card that makes it so that is 3 that comes out if you use it. Do you remember that card?
Yeah, but then see, here's the problem with that. When you start messing with the cards themselves, then you have to remember which cards you're editing and which cards are not part of that you know, the homebrew rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All it is just adding a card to the tableau. Like instead of 2 cards out here.
Oh, you mean just, I see what you're saying. To have more choices.
Yes.
I see. That would be another, thing I would do.
But I can see where they're going with this because you start off slow in Forbidden Island. You also start off slow, right? And then once you get farther into the game, it's like, oh my gosh, we really have to pick it up. Otherwise, it'll just be done so quick like it was for us.
But I felt like I didn't have a chance.
Yeah, it was a pull your teeth. It felt like pulling teeth trying to build these cards.
We made it to... We had a net of like... 2 more electricity would have done it. And I don't know how we could have done that here. Like, turning off a -1... Turning off this would bring red back down, which is bad. We had a crap ton of food. So maybe turning that one, that would bring red down, but yellow up by 1 and green down. It's just... I felt like we didn't have enough time to do this.
Yeah, I think I think shutdown was an important factor to take into account, and also to try and strategize. Like, okay, if I shut down this, maybe I should be building this card or this card in order to, in the future, bring it back online, and then maybe it'll balance that out.
But the problem is that shutdown costs an action.
Yeah, the actions are pretty limited.
Like I felt like I was starved for actions the entire game. With Forbidden Island, I was able to beat it fairly consistently because like I felt like I had enough time to do things.
Yeah.
With this game, you're getting hit twice from this deck and you're getting hit with the resources. I like this. I do. I'm a big fan of resource games. I like earning income and I love this idea. I just feel like it's not balanced very well. This is difficulty 1. I would never touch the other scenarios in the box.
Yeah.
If they're harder than this, I would not. I would sell this game. If I were stubborn and would not introduce homebrewed rules, I would sell this game immediately. I don't like the balance in it. I think it's just
to see how the game would be a little bit different, I would make it so that I go, you go, and then event.
I would do that. I would rather do that. I would rather do an event every round as opposed to every player turn.
Yeah.
I think these cards were too harsh, in my opinion. I think they were way too harsh.
I mean, a leak every turn and then using up your actions to try and take care of those leaks, but you're not able to build cards.
Right, because you're spending your actions fixing. I spent more time, if it weren't for my mechanic, I would have spent more time repairing crap than drawing the cards I need to build something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I feel like it's just too much. I feel like the balance is off. I'm sorry, but I did not like the game as is.
Yeah.
I think the art is great. I love the theme. I love the resource tracking, but the balance is freaking god-awful. It is god-awful.
The the production ability was just like meh. Like...
But but imagine if not having that, it kept us out of the dark a couple of times.
Only so far.
Right.
I don't know. I wasn't too impressed by the laborer, especially with his limit of 4. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I guess. I would only play this again if we had 6 actions per turn instead of 4.
Yeah, or I would just play all the characters. That's fine.
What do you mean all the characters? You have to have a hand limit.
No, I know. I would be like, okay, one character this, and then another character this.
But how would that change the difficulty of the game?
Because I wouldn't pick up the event card until I did all my characters.
I see what you're saying. I see. So that you should have added that as a caveat. I would not do a round. No, this here is a problem. I think that it should be every 2 player turns instead of 1. Another way to balance it is 6 actions, because you need time to draw cards. If you spend all 4 actions moving and fixing, eventually these cards kill you.
Yeah.
And your starting production will kill you because you're in the negative. You have to build in order to survive in this game. You have to build. And you can't build if you're constantly fixing. That's my beef with this.
Yeah.
And this is difficulty 1 star.
And
that's BS.
You have to rely on trying to pick like the right cards. And it had like pretty hard decisions too. Like they were really good cards that we had to sacrifice.
Yes, I agree. Like
that was rough.
I'm not denying that the theme is great. I'm not denying there's decisions to make. I'm not denying any of that.
Yeah.
My beef is the difficulty.
Yeah.
I think they could have. I don't agree with that. The way they did it. Everything else about it I love. But if I were to play this again, I would introduce homebrewed rules. 6 actions per player. Maybe even add the fact that in a 2-player game, one of these cards get drawn every round rather than every player turn. I go, you go, this. And then, but the resources, maybe even do that as well. Do like, I go, you go, event card, resources. I go, you go, event card, resources. Because like, this was, by the time it got back around to me, a lot of these leaks I couldn't address because they happened on the end of my turn.
Yeah.
So there was a full turn where I couldn't do anything to fix it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I had this difficulty left a very bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
But I liked everything else about it.
I'm keeping an open mind with this one. I would play it as is, and if it still felt as terrible as it did this time around, then I would probably do that homebrew thing that you mentioned.
Okay.
And but yeah, I feel it's like I wanna know how to play this better. Like I'm so curious.
Well, it's not a matter of playing it better. It's a matter of having the actions necessary to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
And we were starved for actions the entire. I don't want to sit here for 10 minutes rehashing everything I just said.
I know. I'm sorry.
Well, no.
I just feel like we could have implemented shutdowns better. Maybe.
How would that work?
Like, I don't know, if we kind of like did the chess moves, like trying to plan ahead.
Okay, with what actions would you do that and still draw the same amount of cards that you did?
I understand that. I understand that the actions are very, very limited.
My point exactly.
I get it.
My point. How do you strategize when you need cards to build?
Yeah, you need actions to move and build. You need actions to
repair.
fix.
You need actions to shut down. You need actions to do this. Even with my free crap,
Yeah.
I still couldn't do what I needed to do. So, like, I feel like the balance is broken.
What
or
stinks
off.
is that you really had to kind of sacrifice free actions in order to even build, which we desperately needed to do. So, I don't know. It was hard using these wild cards because they were good resource buildings if you didn't have if you didn't have it.
I am on the fence with this one. I will like it when I implement my I recommend this game. I even though I sound like a baby right now and I'm complaining.
Yes.
I have to stress. I love the theme. I love the Forbidden Island style. I love resource tracking. I love hand management. I love special abilities. I love going on a planet. I love I love this stuff. I like it all. But
The difficulty
is too much for me to like. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I like the co-op aspect.
I do too. I like the co-op aspect too. But for me, difficulty once. Come on.
Yeah.
There are other scenarios in the box, and if this is how it is for difficulty 1, there's no way in heck I'd be touching the other ones. As a casual gamer, I would not touch it.
Okay.
By default rules. But anyway, Exoworld Survival. It's a recommend for me, but be prepared to either love the difficulty spike or introduce your own homebrewed rules. 6 actions per turn is what I'm saying. This is Vincent Idley. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Bye, guys.